some energy. It's late evening in Europe, and maybe mornings, maybe evenings in other parts of the world. But anyways, we're in the multiverse cross-chain environment of GameSwift that we're building here, and with me is PanParagraf.
Welcome everybody, and thank you for this drum and bass.
Yeah, rather drum only.
Sorry.
The bass is your voice here, man.
The bass is our next expansion in our Multiverse campaign. I mean the bass chain.
Exactly.
You didn't understood the joke, Jacob, because you are not so deep into the crypto.
No, I got some internet connection problems, but I guess that you can hear me already. I'm back.
Okay.
So, guys, today we're here with the CEO of GameSwift, and we're super pumped. We're super stoked. You've seen what was going on with our token over the last days. So we saw it soar up so fast, over 70% of growth in the last days. And all this gaming space is talking about us. You can see us even on tech, on Crypto Banner. This is actually one of the highest and fastest growing GameSwift tokens right now. What are the reasons? What made it happen? And what is behind the success of it all? And is it the multiverse expansion campaign, PanParagraf? We're really curious to hear about that.
You know, Jacob, I think our chat section has a little bit different perception than yours, as most of the people are asking. They are waiting. They are so excited about your upcoming stand-up. They are waiting for your jokes about difficult topics. So the question, I'm playing the reverse card, and I'm returning the question to you. When the stand-up of our Jacob host?
You know, it all has to do with our campaigns, with our strategic plans. You know, doing stand-up usually is like becoming a member of crypto. You invest a lot and you get nothing in the beginning, but then you learn, then you see how the community responds. And this is exactly the strategy that we have at GameSwift. And once you're with us, I'm with you guys. So it's I already learned my lesson here. It's all about the barter.
Okay, that was close. That was close. I could barely see your hesitation whether to start with the joke or not. So we'll be back to this topic later on. Anyway, let's be back to the GameSwift. The recent price action is obviously exciting, but we are not here to speculate about only price action. We are here to provide you with our fundamentals and to give you explanation what might affect this kind of events. So if I could say what was the one event which let's say had the biggest impact on the recent events, it's most probably our multiverse expansion campaign. This is the banger. Like let's start with the statistics. So and what was the goal of the campaign? When I was speaking with Derek, our marketing officer, I said that, Derek, hey, we have our token is omnichain, but nobody is talking about it. Like, it's based on layer 0 technology. There are not so many projects, there are not so many tokens which is using it. It took some time for our IT team to develop it. So why we are not promoting this? So Derek came up with the plans, so that why not like create the campaign where users can bridge our GSWIFT token across different chains. This will help us to reach different communities, because every chain has their own community. And I said, okay, that's a good start, but how we can make most out of it? How we can make, for example, GSWIFT deflationary? How we can build some buying pressure for that? So Derek, in response to this, came with the idea that, okay, so maybe when people will bridge GSWIFT across different chains, they will need to burn some portion of the GSWIFT token after each bridge, but in return they will receive one of the infinity stones. And if you collect all of those infinity stones in the form of NFT, you will receive something special. And I think that was a key selling feature. That was the idea, which is the reason for the recent price action. So let's go back to the statistics. So before we started our campaign, we had 6.5 thousand unique token holders. It's a very good score. Like when you do your fundamental analysis, when you do your research, you are usually happy when you see more than 3 or 4,000 unique token holders. This means that the project is solid. We had like 6.5. Now we are like not even 1 week after the start of the campaign, and we are reaching 9,000 freaking unique token holders. When you see the chart on the RP scan, it's going parabolic. We are like cooking. And what is the best about it is that this is only the beginning. Like the campaign will last for 5 weeks, and during this time, people will bridge GSWIFT across different chains. They will burn it. This creates a buying pressure, and when you even see to the DEX tools or to the Bybit, you see that there are a lot of small buying orders, and this greatly affects. It's like natural market making. Like we don't need market maker in GSWIFT because the people participating in this campaign, they are market making this goddamn token. So I think that's why it's so exciting. And when you have this perspective, this is why most people which bought this GSWIFT token, they are buying more, and they are not selling it. Therefore, some of them are even speculating that maybe it's worth to burn more than 10 GSWIFT tokens. One guy burned like 1,500 GSWIFT tokens. I'm not sure if it was on purpose. I doubt so, but some people are starting this kind of speculation. So I think that's probably the reason, but I believe that it's not everything, and most probably will lead to this later on. But I'm wondering, what's your perspective, Jakub? Do you think our campaign is a joke?
It's deadly serious, man. Yeah, of course it's super serious, and I think that the final NFT should have one more utility, which not only will have some financial aspects, but also maybe a stand-up that will include also some musical engagement from my side. I think that this should be the biggest utility, the final real world asset, which is music, which is art, which is the heart that we give to this project.
And speaking of reartwork assets, I think that was also the alpha which was given during the recent management board meeting. I think that it is also exciting. What do you think? Do you think that we are crazy that we decided to make it public? Usually the teams are not publishing their internal team meetings.
Yeah, I think this is something that this is like the basis of the good functioning of every company, regular meetings. And this is something that we are also doing well, even though we are working online, doing home offices. You see how much value it is to be in the office where you exactly are right now, there to meet up, exchange thoughts and feelings. But we are in the space that's in the very early stage of its creation, especially like Web3 gaming. So, having our community participating, listening to our ideas, it also expands their point of view, their perspective. And what's most important about that is their participation, so that they can ask questions, that we can exchange those ideas. Because every meeting I have, every conversation I have in the space brings something new, some new ideas. Without that, you cannot expand, you cannot grow. So I don't know, what are you thinking about that, guys?
Yeah, would be good to see also your perspective. I think from the perspective of time, it was a risky move, but it paid off. The reason why I decided to make our board meetings public is that, in my opinion, we have a dream team, like the team of somewhere around 30 sometimes to 40, because there are some fluctuations. Really dedicated people who are like grinding, around our IT development, about around marketing, about around business development. But first and foremost, those are really good people, really intelligent people. So I came to the conclusion: why not showing them? Why not showing them to our audience, to our community? Because I'm also investing in a lot of different tokens, but it's really hard for me to do the research about the team, because usually I know a couple of faces, but it's really hard to learn whether those people have a good chemistry, what they are speculating about, what are their plans. And I think that that was another factor. Like literally during the meeting, we could see the effect on the price action and some other events. Because if you, for example, listened to our CTO, to Tom Kowalczyk, when you hear how many different tasks, how many different projects within GameSwift ecosystem he's responsible for, you really need to admire him. Like, it's really hard not to have respect for Tom and for his hard work and for his whole department. So I think it was a little bit spontaneous. I mean that we didn't have a strict agenda of what we should say or what we shouldn't say. We decided to make it natural, and that's why a lot of initiatives that we kept away from publishing, they were mentioned during the meeting. And what is more exciting, we will probably make those meetings recurrent. I mean that at the end of each month, we'll make a public board meetings where you can join. During the recent one, our CMO Kasia and our CBDO were absent, so this will be a perfect opportunity to meet them. And this is only the beginning. Okay, Jakub, we are waiting for your next instrument.
Balls. That's
Wow.
my next question, man.
You have pretty goddamn good balls. However, it sounds.
You know, I have three of them, and each of them is a different token.
So I think it's not natural.
This is the GSWIFT token, and it's gonna stay here, especially.
But I'm afraid it was kind of pump and dump.
No, it was pump and stay. It's still over there. I can show it to you. It's up there.
You know, people are starting to think. Ika Keranen asks how many talents this Jakub has. I think what would be funny is you trying to say something to me while switching between 5 different languages. Can you try to do this? Like, you are asking the question, but then you are je ne comprends pas, jeśli będziesz, and something like that?
Genau, ja mogу это faire. Non c'è problème. Hacerlo perkele. And I think perkele, this is the final word that Ika, that's your name, man? Or Ilka? We'll really appreciate. It's the curse word in Finnish that we learned last time. Yeah, I could say it in many languages, but mixing all of them, it's also about mixing the grammar, you know, and this is what makes it tricky.
Okay.
Because, for example, in German, you would put the verb at the very end. So then it like a big mindfuck. It's basically like the crypto market with all of the tokens that you have, and you have to understand how the interrelations between them, correlations.
Ika said that you nailed it, that you were really close.
I nailed it. I would say yo mama if that was my stand-up. But maybe I'll skip it. But man, there's the third topic that I think we should be speaking about right now, because as you can see, we're really doing the thing right now. Even during the AMA on the C-level, we saw the token soar, and the same is happening right now with the Multiverse campaign. But obviously, this is not the end. We want to catch the wave. We want to move forward. and give you a chance also to be rewarded for your engagement and participation in our project right now when we're still building. So what would that be about, Wojtek?
Yeah, so before we'll speculate about like some future events, I think that it's worth to mention our new ambassador program. This is a perfect opportunity for you to be engaged with our project, to get a direct insight of what we are doing, what we are cooking, but also, let's be honest with each other, to receive some really interesting financial incentives. The goal of the campaign, which is like hosted by the GameSwift DAO, is to attract as many people, kind of the let's say interesting influencers. They could be even small. It's not all about 500,000 followers. You can have like 1,000, few thousands, even hundreds if it's a quality followers, and you can join our ambassador program. You will receive agenda for the each week. You will have a direct insight to the let's say our future plans, to do our development, and you will have I think it's a perfect opportunity to grow and help while helping us to grow. For example, when I travel around the world, I think there was one crypto project which nailed their ambassador program. I don't want to like mention the name of this project, but I was really impressed that while I was staying in Portugal, they were organizing a very small local meetings for the community of the given project. And it was like maybe 20 or 30 people which came to drink the beer, to spend the times talking about the crypto, while the project was mentioned somewhere behind the scenes. And I think building community around the world in different countries, that's the goal. We would like to spread our brand awareness across different countries. We would like to build community of crypto people, or community of gamers, basically community of amazing people dedicated towards spending time with a very high quality and with a very good people. So if you would like to join, the recruitment is starting from today. You can go to our website, you can go to our Twitter account, where in the Medium article you have all necessary links, and I really encourage you to sign up, because I believe that this is the opportunity which not many projects are offering. Of course, I don't need to say that you can have exposure also for the GSWIFT tokens. You can have exposure for some other exclusive deals that our team members have. Maybe you can even join our team and give and provide a very high quality inside it. Because when I think about our team, a lot of our team members came directly from the community. So we would like to make sure that we are working with the best. So if you are one of them, come join us.
Is it time for me?
Yes, Jacob, we are waiting for you and for your performance.
The story of crypto started in a very calm way, but then on the stage, one gaming project came. It's called GameSwift, my dears, and it's gonna do.
Oh boy, you're such a man of such so many talents. Like I don't know what to say. I knew that you are playing piano, but you really improvised it really well. I believe that you have something to really do the stand up. I believe that you can be a good stand upper, like Matt Reeve.
Yeah. The question is, what is more important, all of those talents or the investment talent? Because right now I'm working on the last one.
Maybe you should create your friend tech account. Now people are speculating about friend tech accounts. At the end of the day, it's to assess whether the given influencer has potential. And I think that you have so much more of the positive energy, so many talents, and you're like the gem on the really low market cap. You know what I mean?
Fuck you.
No.
But as Florida used to say, show to get low, 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 and this is the level of market where gems like that are discovered. Maybe that's a nice idea, actually, to make some crypto YouTube channel with positive energy. Well,
Yes, especially during bear market, that could be the banger.
yeah, a couple of songs about where we are, where we could be, about reaching the sky, some slow ballads. We will all reach the sky.
When
And
the crypto is dumping, don't worry. Be happy.
be hodling.
Be hodling.
Or be biddling, as we are. Okay, man. Anything else you have to share with us? We covered the multiverse expansion campaign.
Yes.
We covered the AMAs, regular AMAs at the sea level on Fridays, and finally the ambassadors program that's starting soon.
Yes, so let's talk about the future, because at the end of the day, the crypto is full of speculation about the future of what we can expect. So I believe that we are entering slowly, but entering a very exciting chapter in the Web3 gaming environment. Like, there are a couple of really exciting debuts, premieres of some high quality titles like Phantom Galaxy or Big Time. So this could attract a lot of new users, a lot of new gamers, and the final effect also investors. So that's something that I am playing for. Another very exciting event is that Celestia, one of the top modular blockchains in terms of the funding, is having their listing this month. And I don't need to remind you guys that GameSwift is nothing else than the modular blockchain. And I'm not sure what will be the opening valuation of Celestia, but I'm guessing it will be somewhere around $2 billion. I just want to remind you that GameSwift FDV is somewhere around $100 million. So it will be a natural benchmarking. People will compare Celestia to GameSwift and treat GameSwift as the really low gem market cap comparing to Celestia. Something like our host Jakub. Like, he's a really low cap gem with so many talents, and I think this is a direct comparison to our GameSwift chain. Another thing is that we are approaching our chain testnet. So it is happening. Like, you will finally be able to see that GameSwift modular blockchain is something real. You will be able to test it. You will be able to provide your feedback, and it's inevitable. Another alpha. Now you can give a title that it's alpha show, alpha time. So another alpha is that we are approaching the Unreal Engine SDK to be introduced, and it's really a big deal. This is the SDK which our development team developed on their own without any external support, and this will open the opportunity to onboard like all games from the Web3 sector based on Unreal Engine. This is probably the gaming engine which is having the best traction in recent days, and most of the high quality games are built upon Unreal Engine. So this means that we can double our user base, we can double our clients base, we can double our revenue. So this is something that it's a massive milestone in our development. especially that we are going to combine it with introduction of GameSwift Pay. GameSwift Pay is something that I would like to touch the base upon next time, because I really hope that Tom will not mention that GameSwift Pay is so close to be released. But since he said that during our management board meeting, which went live, I think it's a perfect opportunity to invite our CTO for the next week YouTube live, and he will tell you why we should be so excited about GameSwift Pay. But in this point, I would like to say that we have a really amazing tech stack around GameSwift Pay. This is something that no other team has introduced so far, and I believe that this could directly affect the whole gaming landscape, not only Web3 but also the Web2. Anyway, those are only the couple of alphas, but there is one more alpha that I am so tempted to tell you, but I will do it on the OG call, on the OG section on our Discord channel. This is the motivation for you to be active on our Discord, on the chat section, because this is how you can be promoted to become OGs. Because what I can say is, and this will be a small hint, is that the bear market is a perfect opportunity for the teams like ours. This is opportunity. If you have the funding, if you have a good team, you can proceed with some very exciting merger and acquisitions, and that's where I am stopping the sentence. So, Jakub, do you want to finish with your amazing performance?
I can't do anything else because I didn't manage to tune it up on time. Thank you very much. That's all I could do.
that was a nice try. That was a nice try. Yeah. So maybe it's a time to. Skubajec. Maybe let's play a game. You can ask any questions in your own languages. Like, you don't need to write English. You can write like Turkish, Swedish, any language you want. Jakub will translate them to me and will answer them.
But I prefer Swedish. Damn, how many instruments? Actually, guys, the idea is that actually I could, any merch available. Yeah, I can give it all out to you if you want. Especially the bolts. Interchangeable, gel, like juicy and mellow balls. This is the real merch. Better than those fucking pudgy penguins. Sorry.
What do you have against pudgy penguins? That they are going to be in Walmart? Hey, boy.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, actually. I mean, I like the idea that they have a game that actually you can play them, and that there is some real world asset that you can buy. It may be a good way to convert people, the children. I don't know if we want to invite them to crypto so early, but if we do so, we need some solutions that will allow them to play those penguins. And there GameSwift comes. Max and Hoodie.
And by the way, so many people are writing that you have such a pretty face, that you are familiar to Christian Hemsworth. So, we would like to expand our GSWIFT community. So the idea is, for the next live, for the next Tuesday, please just invite your girlfriend. At least if you don't want her to be your girlfriend anymore, because she could be interested in Jakub. I finished my joke. But I think this could expand our like, let's say, woman user base, and that's something that we would like to achieve.
Oh, we got some co-band member, Crypto Digenzo. Maybe we should play together because he plays around 14 instruments as well. Woo!
Well, you are such a crypto and instrument degen.
Anyways, the idea is that I think that I could prepare some little song for the next meeting that we have. Maybe that will
That could be
encourage.
perfect. That could be perfect. If you could, like, comment the crypto reality with the song, like we are going sideways, but Bitcoin will be pumped.
Yeah, will be pumped. Like
Okay, when Binance, Jacob, maybe you want like to answer this question. When Binance?
when Binance, but this is a question for me or for GameSwift?
I know that you have no freaking idea when Binance, because this is so secret that I would not even share it with you. But I just want to give it a try. Like, I'm really curious. What would you answer for this
When
question?
Binance, guys, when the old seasons come, then the Binance will come. So I think you can expect some big news in the upcoming. That's how I would do it, actually. We got to grow first a little bit. By the way, we're already on the second biggest exchange right now, Bybit. So I think that the road to Binance is very, very clear and nice.
Guys, please, this is not financial advice, and don't treat this or don't record this. Like, please have this in your mind, okay?
Yeah, it's just a song. It's like a poetry right now, but
Crypto
it's
Shinobi
in
is
no way
asking.
advice.
Yeah. Shino, best regards to you. How about fees on GameSwift chain, Ethereum, or GSWIFT? So this is something that I would like to keep for the next meeting, because this will be the meeting where we'll get more deeper into the details. But I can reveal that maybe I will not reveal. It's not about to reveal everything, right? We need to have some secrets.
Do we?
When can you list on US exchanges? Harrison Enongene is Enongene is asking. And another really hard topic, especially from the legal point of view. But we can answer this with a joke. Like, Jacob, try to answer this. When US-based exchanges?
When will GameSwift list on a US exchange? When Bankfried is finally in the jail.
So after Sam Bankman-Fried going to the jail, this will be the time of the announcement, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. That's a good moment.
But the question is, will this US-based exchange is FTX or Coinbase? That's the question, because I think there is not much of the info from, and not much of the benefit from having listing on the FTX.
Looking at the stars, looking at the star constellation of Alameda, I would say it'd be rather Coinbase. Another joke. Advice.
Okay, Jacob, will you join PGA in Poznań, Miasto Doznań?
No, for me, this abbreviation is too similar to PTSD. And I'm a bit afraid of that, especially since we were there last year. So this year, rather not. Alameda doesn't sound like a star constellation. Yeah.
Yes, Arturek is speculating that Bybit are closing doors on the UK DJs. That would be nice to have alternative. Yes, of course, we need to have alternatives. Okay, guys, come up with the questions. So did Luna. Please don't mention Luna. By the way, I was speaking with my little daughter because she started going to the kindergarten. And you know what turned out? It turned out that her best freaking friend in this kindergarten is another girl named Luna. What the heck? Like, it's like the destination. I think that without Luna, my life would be totally different. Like, it's really crazy. And the most funny part is Dokwon, before being arrested, he had a baby, a small baby, a small girl, and her name was Luna. So the speculation is that maybe this is the same Luna. Maybe the Dokwon's maybe the Dokwan's daughter is going to the same kindergarten with my daughter. That would be awesome.
And you know what was the name of Dokwan's son?
He, he doesn't have a son, but I'm guessing that this is some kind of the joke.
USD.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, but guys, we are joking. But this is not the joke. Like, really, that's a true story. Her name is Luna, and she's my daughter best friend. That's crazy. Like, And
Okay,
of course, I told them to break up with her. Like, I told, please don't talk to her. She's crazy. Like.
Okay, we had another question. When next DEX, sir?
When next DEX?
Next DEX.
When next DEX?
When so?
It's a really silly question. Like, I'm sorry for telling this, but usually are people asking what's the next DEX? When Binance? When KuCoin? When OKX? And you are asking when next DEX? What do you expect? That I will announce another DEX and the price will be pumping? I don't think that this would be the effect. Anyway, I need to admit that when we are going to expand with GSWIFT to another chains, this could be a perfect opportunity to use also some other DEXs. So maybe we will consider. For the time being, our major liquidity is on the Sparta DEX. By the way, they announced their new IDO rules and new token utility. So you can jump to their Twitter section and learn more about it. Anyway, we are having more than $1 million in liquidity of the GSWIFT token there. So there's no much flexibility here. We are like sticking with it. This liquidity is locked for, in most of the cases, for at least 1 year, and we are not touching it. Did someone say Tex-Mex? What is Tex-Mex? Yeah, Oliver, maybe you're right. It's all about availability. Maybe GSWIFT should be available everywhere. Maybe not. Like, maybe it's worth speculating if adding GSWIFT to the Uniswap would be good. But the question is, how much liquidity can we afford to add? Obviously, we don't have infinite budget for it. We are not able to, or maybe we are able to add $1 million liquidity, but we have some other expenses. So we'll definitely think about it. Maybe adding some other DEXs like Uniswap could be a good idea. But maybe, I think we already have exposure for Arbitrum. So maybe it's a good idea to add liquidity on Ethereum, which is the biggest chain, and add liquidity there on the Uniswap DEX. What do you think about it? Kiedy włączacie donate na tym pato streamie? Wszystko powinno pójść na buyback GSWIFT. Okay, so Zanz is asking when we are opening donates section on this, I don't know how to call pato stream in English, but the idea is to take these donates and use for the purpose of buyback and burning. What do you think about it, Jakub?
Yeah, making a fool of myself for the purpose of buying back GSWIFT sounds like fulfilling my oldest dreams, man.
I think if for the every bad joke of Jakub, GSWIFT had to be bought back, GSWIFT would be totally deflationary.
Yeah, but I would definitely do it. Maybe we should come up with an idea, like buyback stream. Like you donate for having fun, and then you buy back and increase the price of the token. Jesus, brilliant idea.
Oh yes, and Tomasz Hanslik is saying that the idea of Uniswap on Ethereum is brilliant. He likes the idea. So yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but let's do the donates during the next time. That could be a funny experiment. This will be motivation for us. And let's say that maybe not 100%. Like let's say that 20% is going to Jacob. Because I am not paying him a lot. Actually, I'm not paying him anything for hosting those events. So this will be his salary and motivation, and 80% goes for the buyback. What do you think about it?
I mean, it could be even 100% for the buyback, to be honest. It can be 110%. I will add something from myself.
Big respect. He's earning nothing, but he not only wanted to resign from 20%, but also add from his own salary. And that's the sign of the potential of the game.
That's the spirit, guys. Yeah.
Okay. I think this life is going out of the control. So okay, I think we're coming to the end. Jacob, the stage is yours. Please finish as the host. You can do the joke.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming up here, and your reactions also made me want to have another AMA. And I think that I'm ready to provide you with some more stuff, so to say, whatever it is. But I'm kind of running out of instruments already, and this might be a problem. So we'll have to do some sports next time, I guess. So maybe I should be at a tennis court or something. Whatever. We came here not to watch me totally, but to discuss what made our ecosystem and our token be on top of gaming projects right now, as you can see on CoinGecko, for example. So these are, first of all, the AMA that we are going to hold regularly on Fridays with our C-level.
As you can see, we need to make those donates for Jacob's internet.
Like Tom Kovac.
Yeah, guys, I think I will finish this live, and for the next time we'll donate Jacob's internet connection to be better. Thank you for your attention. Connection is lost, but it's not the same with the GSWIFT token. GSWIFT token is not lost. It is going to surprise you. And please remember, this is not the financial advice. Have a nice day and take care.
Take care, guys.